It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors.
And off we go from Seattle.
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
To throw on second down, Biggs.
As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Biggs out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Now they'll change things up.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Biggs. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Falcons grab it.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
2nd and a couple. On the counter, this is Robinson.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Mooney the motion man right. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Willen. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41.
Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So
there he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
70 Rangers. Warriors 70. Panther 11. Panther 11.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
18 more yards there and another first down.
On the set.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Get it. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly, the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And now they'll shift things around.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The Seahawks add 8-3 now. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick.
Down to the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Hands it off out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Biggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Right back to him on first down.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Falcon.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10.
18 Radley, 18 Radley. Cut 19, cut 19. Ready?
They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 17-14.
Seahawks, 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Biggs. And this is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Seahawks, 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, set, and ready to rock for the third quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
He'll drop to throw.
These guys running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Moore, the man in motion. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Okay, ready?
This 2nd and 4. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll run with Robinson.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Looking to throw. Biggs.
And complete to Smith-Njigba.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd and 2, Biggs. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The kick by Sanders is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode, had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Now a dump off here complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. They'll set up a throw.
short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Ready?
A give to Robinson on the option. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So when your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Option play. Here's Robinson.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball, punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, that is incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
And now an audible here into something else.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Back to throw. Biggs. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Boy, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
back to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Here comes 2nd down.
Back to throw.
He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
19 tight, 19 tight, 18 pioneer.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. This is 4th down. An audible here to get a new look.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
He's back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On 3rd down, Biggs. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Tight, 19 tight, 79 Broncos.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
London hauls this one in.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Pass complete to Robinson.
Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Warriors 70. Ready.
Over the middle, caught by London.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from 51 yards for the win. And he missed it. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game. So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good distance field goal. It wasn't a chip shot, but still, that one's going to stick with him for a little while, you'd have to think.
It is, and I know that he missed that one, and they walk off the field, and obviously they don't feel great about themselves. They just lost a game. But this is where the proficiency of kickers actually comes back and hurts them, because they've gotten so good that we expect them to make just about everything, and we forget that's still a long field goal attempt.
And so much pressure there at the end of the game. It's one of those situations, unfortunately, where you're either the hero or you're the GOAT.
And what you also hope is that you've built up equity with your team by making a whole lot of big kicks before, so that the occasional miss doesn't hurt you going forward.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.